Hi everyone, what's up? AB Squad, this is your boy, your boss. Welcome to the family. Welcome to AB React. So guys, today we are here to check out another interesting videos. So you know you're ready to see this one, do well to smash the like button, join the family, join AB React by clicking on your subscribe button and then the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload a video. We have recommendations, suggestion, guys. Always do well. So leave it right there in the comment section. Alright, AB Squad, let's do this.
You write that we cannot assume that all cultures are equally valid. So which cultures, in your view, are less valid than others?
There is a Tory candidate by the name of Kemi Badenoch who is laying down some truth as it pertains to why Western civilization is good. And yeah, I know it sounds a little racist, but it's better than some other civilizations go.
Now, you've written this morning about immigration, and you write that we cannot assume that all cultures are equally valid. So which cultures, in your view, are less valid than others?
Oh, lots. Cultures that believe in child marriage, for instance, or that women don't have equal rights. I actually think it's extraordinary that people think that's an unusual or controversial thing to say. Of course, not all cultures are equally valid. I don't believe in cultural relativism. I believe in Western values, the principles which have made this country great. And I think that we need to make sure that we continue to abide by those principles to keep the society that we have now.
So which particular cultures then would you say are less valid? Because as you've said, your words, not mine, some people think that that is a controversial thing to say. So which cultures would you specifically say are less valid than others?
So it's not about labeling cultures. Culture includes a lot of things. I'm not talking about cuisine, I'm talking about customs. And I think that cultures where women are told that they should not work, I would knock on doors. I'm sure Penny and Jake had this. You'd knock on doors and you'd see somebody at the door who says, oh, I can't speak to you, I will get my husband. I don't think that's as equally valid as our culture. But the point I was making in the op-ed was about immigration. That immigration is something which we need to make sure we get right. We didn't before. And there were three things I said we needed to do. One, numbers matter. I was quite surprised that Rob actually misrepresented what I've been saying. Numbers do matter. Culture matters even more. Who comes into the country is absolutely critical. And leadership. You need to start from the top. It's no good simply saying we're going to lower immigration and outsource it. It has to come very much from the Prime Minister himself or herself.
Are you saying, though, that if somebody in their culture who lives here in the UK, who might be a British citizen, who answered the door to you and said, I won't speak to you, I'd like you to speak to my husband instead, are you saying, you have said their culture is less valid, are you saying that people with those beliefs shouldn't be welcome in the UK?
I am saying that if we want to have a well-integrated society, we need to make sure that we have a shared culture and a shared identity. This is a multi-ethnic society. That's obvious. I'm a black woman sitting here talking to you. But there is a difference between being multi-ethnic and being multicultural. I grew up in a place that was multicultural, and yet everybody looked the same. Conflict arises when you emphasize difference. We need to emphasize the thing that we share. Being British, British values, the things that we talked about, freedom, equal rights, personal responsibility, not discriminating people because of their sexual orientation. There are some cultures that do that. I don't think that a culture that thinks gay people should be stoned is as valid as ours. This is not a controversial thing to say.
But aren't you, by making this point, which people will judge for themselves, they will maybe, I'm sure many people will be interested to hear what you say, aren't you, in fact, emphasizing difference by making this point? You are saying that if somebody lives in this country already, they answered the door to you here, and they said, I'd rather you spoke to my husband, you are judging their culture to be less valid than your own. You are emphasizing that difference.
What are you suggesting that politicians should do in that case then? That we should just accept everything, that everything is fine, and that we should not comment on what kind of social relations we should have? I don't think that's right. It is our job to make sure that the people who come into the country are people who love this country, who want it to succeed. And I want this country's culture to stay the same. I left another country and came here because I thought it was better. I don't want this place to turn into the place that I was running away from.
Look how wonderful and clean and clear, and as I always say, simple to speak when you're speaking the truth. And the interviewer is so condescending in her body language and the way she's looking at her. You know what she should have done? Instead of just laying it out calmly the way she did, she could have been like, you know what, I've decided, I brought with me, I have my female genital mutilation kit, and I'd like to chop off your right now. Can we put that on television?
If you really enjoyed that video as much as I did, do also smash the like button, join the family, join every react by clicking on your subscribe button and then on the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload a video. If you have recommendations, suggestion, guys, always do also leave it right there in the comment section. Right, everybody, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't go away, don't touch that dial, guys. Bye.